insane motivator. It's like, hey, do I either A, study, or B, be hungry?
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh.
so it's like,
Hey, what's up? My name's Izzy, and today we're going to be interviewing a good friend of mine, and I'll just let him start the intro.
sure, I'm Abdul, and I am a technical lead at Bloomberg.
A lot of people have been asking me about like whether they should go back to school for a computer science degree, or they want to like self-study, or they want a boot camp. And like, I think it's hard for me to answer that question because I went the computer science route.
Mm-hmm.
You went the self-study route, right?
I did. I went the self-study route. Before tech, I worked at a gymnastics gym, teaching kids. Yeah, I remember that.
right.
Teaching kids gymnastics, how to do like flips and stuff. Not only did I teach kids gymnastics, I also worked at Lifetime Fitness.
You had two jobs at the same time?
I had three jobs.
You had three jobs.
I had three jobs.
Yeah.
And I also delivered food. So I'm doing three jobs. It actually got to a point where there was a couple of weeks where I had to like sleep in my car because I had to like work back to back to back. So there was no way I could go home. I also saw that engineers make like 50K like starting. Yeah. And I was like, 50K, especially I'm working three jobs behind you. I'm getting paid $7.25 an hour at one of them. So like 50K is a lot. It's a ton of money. And at the time, so now I'm like, I can get this job. I'll make 50K, and I'll be great. I'll be solid. My money woes will be going away. I don't have to sleep in my car anymore.
So you were sleeping in your car. Were you homeless?
For a bit, yes, I was homeless.
Wow. This is a story.
I usually don't tell people because
Wow. So sleeping in your car, you work in many jobs, and now you're just like, wow, I just want to make 50 grand. I guess this like computer stuff will help. Basically. So then like you like decided to study, and how long did it take for you to like study? Where did you study?
Okay.
How did you study?
So I quit one of my jobs. I said instead of going to this job or instead of practicing, I'm going to do this instead. And that mental switch of I'm going to do this is how I started my studying. So I did a plethora of different like online. I did like Free Code Camp, Khan Academy, a lot of YouTubing.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Net Ninja. And then the biggest thing that really helped me was the Free Code Camp's like meetups. Their online learning system sucked. It was garbage. It was not good. But what it did help me do was meet other engineers or people who are learning to be engineers.
Right.
And that social pressure of like we're all like competing with each other, but like working together to all like build up each other. Yeah. Really helped me keep going.
So you were again like sleeping in a car.
Yep.
And studying?
Yes. No. Okay. So I was sleeping in a car. And then I started crashing at my friend's place. Yeah. And then I would use the Wi-Fi at their place or at the library.
Oh my gosh, that's
yeah, dude. It was
actually,
crazy.
I don't know if it is cool. It's cool how it worked out, but the situation was probably
the situation is kind of rough. Yeah. But it's an insane motivator. It is an insane motivator. It's like, hey, do I either A, study, or B, be hungry?
Yeah. Oh my God. So how long did it take you?
It took 6 months.
So what is that, like studying to internship or starting to
first job? 8 months. It took 8 months of 2 months of just like doing what I call the fuck arounds. We start touching things. 6 months of just like focused, rigorous. I'm studying 2 hours every day. If I don't study 10 hours a week, I'm fucking up type of thing. At month 4, I started going for interviews, and that is where I learned that what I was doing was wrong. I could create a website, I could write normal functions, but I didn't know data structures or algorithms, and that is when I got shut down. Like, like normal like coding question type stuff, and I was not able to answer. And he's like, you just wasted 30 minutes of my time. Are you actually an engineer? You should really not do this to people. He said this to me. Victor was there when this guy was the same Victor, like Victor was there when I was taking this interview on the phone. And I'm just like, he just got.
So you got destroyed.
Destroyed.
Man, this is crazy because when people ask me like, oh, how do I get started? How do I do this? Like, I have to kind of tell them where to go or where to look. Right. But so then, like, are you comfortable sharing like how much you got offered for your first job?
Yeah, of course. I'm open about. I tell that to everyone. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Okay.
I was turning down job offers. Like, I went from being not even someone shaking my hand to, hey, Abdul, we want to hire you. And I was like, no, I didn't really. I remember my first ever job offer. My first job offer was for $85K as a front-end engineer. And I said no. I
Really,
turned him
man,
down.
that's crazy.
I
that,
turned him
like,
down. I went from no money and I still turned him
That's
down.
what I'm saying. Like you, because most people are scared. Actually, no, I'm going to say the word scared because I was scared. When you get your first offer, you're like, oh man, I can't lose this opportunity. I got to take it. I don't know if I'm going to get it again. But you were like, no.
I said no. I said fuck no.
Wow.
I said absolutely fucking no.
Wow.
The second job I got offered was for a defense contractor. Again, it was for $90K. Said no. The job that I actually did take was at Capital One for $100K. It was $95K, but it was a $5K bonus yearly.
That was your first job?
My first job was at Capital One.
Oh my god!
I know. Whenever I tell that to people, they don't believe it. I'm like, yeah, no, dude, I killed it. It was a 4-hour interview.
Dude,
Destroyed it.
That's a real place. That's not your. It is local to us, but it's not your local. Small,
It's
mom and pop like coding shop, right?
It
like,
was not.
This is where you stop your 8 months. Count,
Yes,
right.
I saw my 8 months here. So I saw my 8 months,
months,
and I got a job at Capital One.
Literally just homeless to Capital One.
Crazy, right?
It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
I know.
You were given the opportunity. You seized it. You made your own opportunities. Man, I wanted an inspiring video. You fucking inspired me. I gotta go work some more or something.
I know, dude. You're doing much better, dude. Get the hell out of here. You are killing it.
Well, I mean, dude, I don't know. To overcome adversity like that is, honestly, I don't know anyone else has.
Everyone has their own adversity to varying degrees, and everyone's adversity is real to them. So even if mine seems like crazy, it doesn't mean that someone else is any less real. I know this is probably a burning question to all the people who are watching right now. How much do I make now? I know it is.
I wasn't gonna say.
I know everyone watching this is like, this dude is sitting in the car. He was like,
if you want to share, feel free to share.
Now sitting in this car, I make $218 a year. 218.
Boy?
Yeah, I know. From homeless to 218 is kind of wild. It's a wild journey.
I'm gonna tear up actually.
It is a wild journey.
I'm so inspired.
No.
So congratulations on
Thank you.
making this. Two things. Number one, if people want to reach out to you and get help from you,
you can reach me at raw_Abdul. The Y is at raw Abdul because that's my old dancer name. And have not changed
Full circle. Can anyone learn how to code?
No.
Wow.
I'm going to be straight up.
Wow.
Straight on it.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie to people.
Wow. Oh my
What?
gosh. Hot take.
Was that not the answer that you're looking? Can everyone learn to code? I say no because my mom can't learn to code. No matter how much she tries, she will not be able to understand how to code it.
Let's do this. We've talked for a bit. Is there anything else you want to say to the camera? Yeah, this is your spot. Anything?
I would like to say to everyone who's probably listening to this, for the reasons of like trying to get into engineering or to development, I did say not everyone can do it, and while that is true, the majority of people can.
There you go.
Like 80 to 90% of the people can. There's 10% of the people who literally just cannot.
Okay.
But 80 to 90% of the people can do it, and you're going to get to a point where you're like, this is so overwhelming and I don't understand. That's a great point. That means you've gotten to the point where you understand the material enough to know that you don't understand.
Yeah.
So once you get to that point of, oh man, this is just so much I don't understand, keep going. You're almost there.
Wow. Okay. Thanks for the closing statement. I guess we'll wrap it up here. This is Abdul. Thank you for telling us your story. Hit up Abdul's Instagram. I'll find a way for you guys to connect. Just talk to this guy because he's got stories.
Got stories.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Live
See ya.
well. Peace.